Hey guys, let's talk about what tunes you out of abundance. All right, I'm coming at you right now, pre-recorded. My apologies, it's not live this week. I'm actually in LA as you're watching this video, soaking up all the Tony Robbins magic that I possibly can, so I can come back and tell you all about it. I'm so excited. But let's dive in a little bit more into what tunes you out of abundance, because tuning into abundance isn't necessarily the most challenging thing ever, but it's hard to stay tuned in, right? It's hard to not like pull yourself out of that space, have something pull you down, and just not feel in tune with what it is you're looking to manifest, or that next level of abundance that you want to get to. All right, so let's look at, and this is one of your assignments, so you can go in after you watch this video, or if you haven't done it yet, and go and do this assignment. If you've already done it, take that assignment out, have that notebook in front of you, and let's kind of look at this a little bit more. So there are three main things that take people out of like the attunement and alignment with abundance. And the first, they're all ego based, right? But the first one is the most ego based thing ever, which is evidence. Okay, so your ego always wants evidence. And so it starts to tell you that because you don't have this already, or you've never gotten this before, or you've never been in this situation before, that you're not going to be capable, because it doesn't have any evidence that you can do it. And it starts to kind of mess with you in that space. So you want to really be ready for this. You want to catch this when it happens, all right? You want to be noticing like, oh, I'm doing that evidence thing again about how I have no evidence that I can possibly do this. Catch that as quickly as you possibly can, because when your ego is doing this, it's completely tricking you, because most everything you've ever done in your life, you've done for the first time at some point. That was like a bizarre thing to say, but you know what I mean? Like, you've always been to the point where this is the first time you're doing something, and you've probably succeeded at most of those things. So this evidence is really off base. It's really far off, because the idea that you can't do something just because you haven't done it before really doesn't make any sense, because you just haven't done it before, so you can do it. This is when you have to really believe in your own adaptability and your own capability. Repeat after me: I am adaptable and I am capable. Walk around with that. When your ego starts to try to give you evidence that you can't do it because you've never done it before, or remember that time in 1995 when you failed at this thing, tell your ego to be quiet and trust in your own ability to adapt. Trust in your own ability to be capable. And listen to me, if you have failed at something before, let's say you're working on a relationship and your ego's like, hey, remember all those times you failed at relationships before, and it starts to use that against you, you take that shit back, friend. You pull that back in and be like, you know what, ego? I think I've learned something from all those things. Each of those situations has taught me something new. And because I've learned that, I'm actually better off. I'm actually closer to getting what I want, because I have been in the spot where I didn't go the way I wanted, and I learned something from the mistakes I made previously. So make sure you are counter-arguing with your ego's crappy evidence argument. Okay, the next one is fear of having it. This one is a sneaky little bitch. Okay, it's so sneaky, this one. This idea of the fear of having it is going to trick you, because your ego is going to make you think it's fear of failure. It's like the sneaky little disguise it likes to wear. Like, oh, once you have it, you're going to screw stuff up, right? Or you're going to mess up getting to it. Those are kind of like smoke screens your ego does for like fear of actually having that. And that's fear of your own power. Right? That just means that you're powerful, and you're afraid that once you have it, things are going to be different, or things are going to change. You don't know what that's going to be like, right? Again, trust your ability to be capable and to be adaptable, and that's going to really help you move through this one. If you're afraid of having the thing that you want, just check your ego with it. Be like, yeah, I'm afraid of that. There's going to be stuff in there. I don't know what it's like. It's going to be nerve-wracking and scary some of the time. I'm going to do it anyway. Ego, we'll figure it out when we get there. Talk to yourself like that. Don't let your ego win with that argument. Okay. The last one I want you to look at is the final decision one. This is something that a lot of you, if you have done sessions with me, know that I will make you scream out loud. I will make you yell it out loud as you possibly freaking can. Final decision. And what this means is you're saying, final decision, I'm having this, I'm getting this, I'm going for this, I'm not stopping until I get it. Final decision, I'm doing it. And it might sound silly, but once you really like proclaim that, your ego has a lot of trouble bringing in doubts now, right? So what your ego is going to do is be like, are you sure you want to go for that? Maybe you should wait till next month to try for that goal. I don't know if you should really commit to that or tell anybody that. If you sort of sidestep and stay like wishy-washy on it, if you don't get it, it won't feel as crappy. Ego, no. Final decision, I'm going for it and I'm getting it, and whatever comes up, I will overcome it and I will figure it out. Stand up, yell that at the top of your lungs. I don't care if the neighbors think you're crazy. Do it anyways, and it's gonna make a huge difference. Look at those 3 things. Be ready for them preemptively before your ego comes up with them. And so when they come and you're like, oh, I know what I do when this ego trick comes in, and you will feel yourself even if you're falling out of alignment with abundance, you'll know how to bring yourself back in quicker and easier, and it will really help. It's like the perfect life hacks to staying in tune with abundance. So try that out, do this assignment, and keep me posted. Talk to you soon. Bye.